Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Got a deal, but feel I need $1 million bill to borrow. That's on the real, just until tomorrow. He say, she say, BKCK. Groove on my C-Day, holla at a keyway. I got weight on me, the game won't wait on me. I'm on a plane with a whole gang of weight on me. When I was young, we played pick a team catch. Now I'm spending money on a nicotine patch. Don't front, the flow is getting comfortable. I know I'm the one you really ain't want to blow. I'm the shit, give counterfeits fit. I'm legit and I'ma get what I come to get. You just wanna shine, you don't wanna grind. It's beautiful on mine, you the one that's blind. And I ain't the one to open your eyelids. Quit lying, you ain't potent as I is.
$1, never touch Uno, he about his Prada. I stay up for the dough, can't lay up with a hoe. No. It's quick moves like a quarterback sneak. The whole team listen when the quarterback speak. He knows by the low, Bay Mac on the road, making major dough.
Major, off the up-and-coming Lost Tapes Volume 2, soon available on all digital platforms. How many of you are familiar with the name Gabby Petito? If you are familiar with the name Gabby Petito, I need you to be just as familiar with the name Jelani Day. And it's not because what Gabby has gone through is any less important, severe, sad, horrific than what Jelani experienced. It's just that the Gabby experience has received an extremely large amount of exposure compared to the almost no exposure that the Jelani case is. For those that are not familiar at all, just a quick synopsis of what's happened with Gabby Petito. The reason I'm so familiar with her case is because I'm accustomed to listening to talk radio when I'm in my vehicle, and even a lot of times at work, I have the opportunity to listen to whatever I would choose. And talk radio is often my choice of consumption. And it's not a black-based talk radio syndicate circuit. It is totally Caucasian and right-wing, extreme Republican based type commentary. So, to no shock of anyone should be that when this white young lady, Gabby, who was out on what seemed to be a hiking expedition with her boyfriend, they were in their very young 20s, became missing, there was an all-out bulletin, APB, almost equivalent to what an Amber Alert would be, what established it. All resources, all feet on deck, everybody going to search for her. I'm not sure the outcome of the case. However, before there was really an alarm made, she was out on this excursion with her boyfriend. They had police contact. There was extreme distress captured on video cam with her crying. There was witnesses showing physical altercation between the two. She went missing. And they broke their neck. They found her body. However, in the Chicago area, in a specific area called Wilmington, there's a young black boy who's 24 years old named Jelani Day who's come up missing. And there are very, very specific, suspicious situations and elements surrounding his disappearance. And I saw a segment that I had desired to have loaded up, was not successful. Probably would have ran into some type of copyright. It was an official news segment on the subject. But it was a black woman, a news anchor, interviewing the mother of Jelani Day, and she was giving all the details surrounding. Do I know Jelani Williams? Hell yeah, they had all the back, flip flop, back. Still Anna Betty. Oh my mama. But anyway, you got me way off subject because that name Jelani, I swear to God, the only reason you threw me off is because when I came across the story, I thought about Jelani. Oh my mama. And then the fact that you just said that, that's crazy. But I don't want to take away from the seriousness of the subject at hand. And, you know, the disappearance of anyone's loved ones, the loss of life, any suspicion of anyone falling in harm is a horrible thing. But it's just become very obvious of the value placed on our life versus the other, even though it's been obvious. The reason why we don't discuss professional sports on this platform any longer, for those who've been around long enough, you remember we once did. Up until the era of George Floyd, when I witnessed the whole world take a halt and pay attention to what's important to myself and my people on a consistent, continuous, constant basis, day by day, is what we experience. And for a moment, we had the whole world focus on it as well. And I don't know why it's so hard for the majority of us to realize. To me, it seems like what they did was, I remember there were professional athletes and professional organizations refusing to even put on the show or engaging in their activity as a sport. And there's a joke I shared with y'all a while back. I remember going out to in like camping joke. I grew up being schooled and going to camp with a lot of others other than blacks, white boys, and a lot of white boys. I remember a joke. I can't quite remember where I came across this joke. It was way far from my youth, where it was like, how do you get five black boys or 10 black boys to stop raping a white girl? And you know how everybody like shoots answers that's not right, or they just throw a blank. And then when you finally like, what's the answer? The answer is throw them a basketball. And in a large sense, it seems to me that we had the world focused attention on what was important to us. We were paying to it. We opened our voice. We're talking about hundreds of years of oppression and degradation was now coming into like focus. And I don't know how long we stayed focused, maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe months. However, it seems to me like that joke came true. It's like they threw us a ball, and he's got the back running up and down the court, running up and down the field, and we became distracted. So I'm going to keep it real, because you know what I said on the subject initially. I have watched a few games on my personal television. I still commit to not make that a part of what we discuss publicly, because I do feel like it's a public distraction. And I know I got far off subject from exactly what we were discussing, but I just feel like Jelani Day and his scenario and his situation deserved the exact same amount of resources as Gabby. I believe, God bless her, she was found unalive, and I believe the boyfriend who had been encountered by police while they were in the midst of their ordeal is being, if not charged, he is considered a person of interest in the case. Jelani Day, up until my last understanding of the scenario, there is no clue as to where he is. He's not a street guy. He's a college graduate. He's a father. He's a leader. He's a very, according to his mother. And I see the passion with which she expresses everything that she said, and I believe her a Google %. He's our brother. And just as far as America in general, in our society, he is not getting the same response, reaction, and resources as Gabby is as an American. And if you just view this as an emergency room in a hospital, you got Gabby and you got Jelani both in the emergency room. Both need dire, immediate attention. Both are inflicted with equally severe afflictions. Just imagine there being 40 hands out of 20 people on deck available to assist anyone in the hospital. However, Jelani and Gabby arriving at the same time. And while 18 hands are on deck for Gabby, there are only 2, or maybe there's 19 on deck for Gabby. And then there's 1 on deck for Jelani, because the one person paying attention to Jelani also has a hand on deck for Gabby. And we just hope our brother back. Y'all know I usually try to find a record that is kind of like familiar with what we talking about. However, since my boy Petito, Rare Rest, popped up in the chat room, and he's not common to be here when we started this little segment, and he is my day uno on my mama, we just gonna go with day uno. He on this beat, and for those that have not picked it up, my verse that I'm rapping about is about cuz. Half the time I don't even like cuz, but I ain't never met a nigga like cuz. That's my day uno.
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
Niggas know it since day uno. For rare restaurateurs, and I'ma say Petito. And I mean that with all due disrespect to the ops off tops if you diss the set. This man though, I go half on the sack with him. Double back on foot with the Mac with him. Cognac, that's what my joint drank, period. I done seen him do it point blank. Neighborhood for death though, EC on mine. Every time still give my nigga 3 up high. When it's cracking, he usually a trip before me. In 03 introduced me to Nip. Got a lot of politics between the two turfs. Choose to keep it mafia like Blue Smurf. Half the time I don't even like cuz, but I ain't never met a nigga like
That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno. So when it come to dying, it ain't nothing. Killing ain't shit either. Enemies know we stay hunting. We know it's wrong, but we love it. Where you wanna take it? We in the streets. We don't mind a little confrontation. Whole lot of gunplay with me and my low. I'm talking pistol with the scopes when we out on patrol. Hunting for domes. My low was a fool when he get it in. Pull up on him like cuz, let's slide it and getting in. Lil Mac down, my bro. Ain't gotta prove a point. It's facts over feelings in my SPI voice. M's be the logo. That's my day uno. We ain't friends. It's only me and cuz in this Benz. Like identical twins. We on that same shit. Day unos. Them be the niggas that I bang with. A lot of politics between both gangs, it is what it is. The homies live the game. That's my day uno. Only me and him in his two-door Benz. That's my bro. We don't call each other friends, day uno. Even ride with me to the end. Even let me have the last shot at him. That's my day uno. We stay cracking. And when I die, he one of the niggas carrying my casket. Gang bang active. Really with the shit, stay banged up. My day one ain't never changed up. That's my day uno.
That's my day uno, available on all digital platforms. BS and BS, Baby Spider and Blue Smurf on the first and second verse. My nigga Tupo from the opposite turf did the beat. And you know what it's worth on the Setado.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Black Box Production.